Hi! Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back 18. I am here today to continue on with our journey because guess what? I took a little bit of a break last week. I was originally going to get to it then, but I don't know, I had a lot of stuff going on and I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss out on school or my other extracurricular activities. So I didn't get to it that last week, but this week we're finally here and we're going to be checking out the Laon album. We checked out Alone last week, or not last week, but last time we checked out Alone, and now it's time for Laon, which I am very excited to finally hear it because obviously you guys have been talking about this one as well, and it seems like we're going to get a little bit of a different vibe because there was a lot of emotion in the previous album. I loved a lot of the songs and I thought they were absolutely gorgeous, and I've been listening to them since I listened to the album, but I'm excited to see what kind of vibes we are getting today. So I believe we have 7 new songs, like entirely new songs. So that means that we're going to be getting to, this is going to be a 2-parter, and that means that we're going to be getting into 4 songs in part 1 and then 3 songs in part 2, just to make sure that I have enough time and that we don't make an hour-and-a-half long video. But we're going to be starting off with Neumun, Don't Care, Butata, and Puyat in this first part. And then in part 2, we're going to be getting Blessed, Tumble, and Micha. That is how we're going to be structuring everything. I am excited. This is all just going to be lyric videos because there are probably performances of all these songs, most likely, because, you know, he's been going concert to concert. I'm sure he's performed some of these, but I decided just to get a what should I say, a base look on everything first, and then if you guys have any specific performances you'd like me to watch from him, then leave them down in the comments and I'll do an extra video, because after this I believe we are finished with this music. We are fully caught up with it, unless we have everything, like anything that I have missed from somewhere else. Please let me know, obviously, but I believe after this I am entirely done, which is kind of crazy. And then we're going to be getting into Josh next, and then it is episode 5 of our solo journey, and then after that we are done, which is kind of crazy because it feels like, in one way it feels like we just started, and in the way it feels like it's been a long time. But I'm happy that we're getting through everything, but I'm also sad now that soon enough I'm gonna have to wait until stuff gets released, you know? It's kind of sucky, but that's just how it happens when you like an artist. But yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued about today. I'm excited. Like I said, we're only doing lyric videos, and hopefully there are English subtitles on everything. I haven't checked it, I believe, but I believe that that should be the case today as well. But anyway, I just say without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off with Neumun, our first song from this album. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovely, so let's go and get started with today's album listen. We're starting off with Neumun. Again, sorry if I mispronounce anything in this video. I know I'm not really good yet with pronunciations. But real quick, just so you guys know, first of all, react a lot, pause a lot. If that's something you're into, you can go somewhere else. Also, I will have a playlist up there with all my SB19 reactions, so if there's anything that you're looking out for, you can go to that playlist up there. And also, like I said, they have, usually his team has been using, putting extra subtitles on it in case there are not, if it's not just in English, they'll have extra subtitles too. So if that exists, I'll put it on so I can understand everything that's going on. But yeah, I'm very excited for today. I hope you guys are as well. So sit back, relax, and get started with part 1 of this listen. Let's go.
I'ma drop it on you soon, come on soon, you don't wanna know. Full moon, like a vroom vroom, like a college on. You better move, might just run you off.
Okay.
I'm sober, gotta run you off. Hey, what you doing here? I just hit the brakes and down.
This reminds me a lot of another song. I don't remember the title right now, but this vibe definitely reminds me of something else, but I can't remember what it is right now. Anyway, okay.
Hey, what you doing here? I just hit the brakes and down on my neutral gear. Fair to interfere, cause when you poke and sleep in bed, don't expect to hide. We'll run you off.
Hi.
I will make up. And Molly from Jamaica. I will see you later, but if I don't, then it's your fault for being a hater. You'll make disengage, just another empty stage.
Ooh.
Filling empty space and full of it on empty days. But it's rising up, pace popping out, new moon just back me
I love that little bike going. I love this because, like, again, with Edza, I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. In the first part that I did for Pablo, when I listened to mostly singles, he also had this kind of vibe of just being like, I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna run into the sunset, or drive into the sunset, I guess. But he's telling you he's gonna run you over right now. I like that energy.
Run you off, lucky I'm sober. Wanna run you off. You're so like a monsoon, you don't wanna know. Full moon, like a vroom vroom, like a holiday. Turn you better move, might just run you off. Lucky I'm sober. Wanna run you off. Don't wanna participate. The only time I play is when I shoot just to kill the J. No plan to make it rain, so don't act a fool. I'm keeping cool. Get out of my face before I let loose all hell on you. I wanna get by this with these hit pass from my end and out of the crease. Don't care, whatever you do as you please, but don't disturb my peace unless you wanna taste of these bees. Disengage.
If you want a taste of these bees and knees. That's really funny. Man. They have some really fun writing right out of the gate. Yeah, I get the people who was telling me in the Alone listen, where it was like, don't worry, it'll be a lot more fun next time, because we've already gotten a very fun vibe here for sure. Oh my god.
Unless you wanna taste of these bees. Disengage. Don't you ever call my name. Every little thing I see feels like a match and I'm a flame. Rising up, things popping out, new moon just back me up. Cause we don't wanna get there, run away. I'ma drop it on.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
I don't wanna be enraged. Someone ignite away from supernova burning flame. Blood is rising up, things popping out, new moon just back me up. Cause we don't wanna get there, this is late like I said it would. I'ma drop it on. You don't wanna know. Like a vroom vroom, like a horizon. You better move, might just run you off. Lucky I'm sober, but I run you off.
Ooh, that note, yes.
Like a vroom vroom, like a horizon. You better move, might just run you off. Lucky I'm sober, but I run you off.
This instrumental is definitely very fun. It had that like that kind of bass where it just vibrates in your ears. Yeah, I don't know how to make it with my mouth. It's pretty difficult. Yeah, that was our first song. Neumun. Don't know exactly how to pronounce it, like I said. But yeah, that was a lot more of like a interesting look into it, because I think with the first album it was La Luna that was the first song, and obviously I'd heard that before, but it was still a very, if you're like just diving into the album listen and like you haven't heard any of his other songs before, it's quite an intense way to start off an album. And obviously you can, depending on what you want to express, the starting song is pretty important, I would say. So starting off with the song for this one is definitely a lot more telling of being like, we're going to be a little bit lighter here. Perhaps there's going to be still some more emotional things involved here, but I feel like this is a pretty good tell of like, hey, we're going to get some more fun stuff here. Which, like, of course, like I said, I love the first album that we listened to. I loved Alone, so it's not like I think I'm going to prefer this necessarily, but also I just think like sometimes I just want to feel good. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I sit down and do an album listen, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of sad stuff in here. It kind of just translates into the rest of the day, unfortunately, because I'm that kind of person. But this was very fun to start off with. I enjoyed the instrumental. It was very much that of just kind of crazy, kind of a little weird. And I loved the just like, he was being very nonchalant about it, but he was just being a little bit aggro of being like, get out of my way, or else I'm gonna run you over. You know what I mean? Basically, like, I'm not gonna stop my trajectory just in case you're standing in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep going. And if that means that I'm going to drive you over, then, like, sorry, I guess. I don't know. He didn't seem too sorry about it. But that was a very fun start. I enjoyed that. Ooh, wow. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into our next song, which is Don't Care. I feel like we might get a different vibe here. We'll see, though. But without further ado, let's go into our next song. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, we're on to our next song. This is Don't Care. So yeah, with this one, we have, apparently, I think, some non-English lyrics. So I put on the subtitles for this one. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm excited. We'll kind of see what vibes this has, because Don't Care could definitely, like, signal to some different types of themes. So we're going to find out. But yeah, I just say, let's get into it. Let's go.
I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the pairs, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, give the mic, yeah. I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the pairs, it's a nightmare.
Okay.
If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, give the mic, yeah. Keep it rolling my astro, cause I got a lot to get off of my chest and that's though.
Ooh.
Had enough of this BS, I gotta let go. For there's too much toxic inside of me, need to
He has this different kind of, like, voice tone here, where it's kind of, he has more of a rock or, like, punk. He's singing more punk with this one, and I think it's because of the guitar and the instrumental of the song that makes it feel that way. But he's got more of, like, a throaty sound, and also he's, like, going a little bit more, like, he's not letting anything drag on for too long. He's being very, like, on it, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, he's not letting anything drag. Nosy as Pinocchio. That's kind of a double meaning there, because he's nosy and he's also nosy. Does that make sense? This is really fun already. I thought it was going to be, like, kind of a diss track in a way. That was my original thought when I first read the title. I was like, I hope that is what we're getting instead of something that's a little bit more depressing. And I'm happy that that is the case, because again, it's a beautiful day outside. The sun is actually out and it's like 1 p.m. So we'll see when it goes down, but I am enjoying this because, like, I don't know, it's just lifting my mood. It's making me a little bit more excited.
I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the pairs, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? So trap and just be quiet, give the mic, yeah. I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the pairs, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, give the mic, yeah. Just give the mic, yeah. Give the mic, yeah. You're a nightmare.
That's really funny. Okay, starting a little bit lower tone there. This is really fun. First of all, I love the guitar. I'm somebody who, like, it depends a lot, but whenever I find a song that I really like and it happens to be more of, like, a rock punk sort of feel to it, I go crazy for it immediately, because I'm like, oof, like the energy is just so hostile a lot of the time, and I appreciate that. And he's definitely, like, bringing that all out. He's being very, very sassy in this one. Yeah, you can't.
trying to hold the piss, it's a nightmare.
Uh.
Not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, get the mic, yeah, mic, yeah. I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the piss, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, get the mic,
yeah, mic, yeah.
Just give the mic, yeah. Give the mic, yeah. You're a nightmare. Why should I?
That's honestly probably my favorite part of the song lyrically wise, because it's so funny. Give the mic, you're a nightmare. Why should I care?
Yeah. Why should I care about the things you have to say?
Oof.
No matter what I do, you'll hate me anyway. 'Cause I'm keeping it Friday, but with you it's always Monday. I get it just Sunday.
Woo.
Six, give me a break.
Woo.
Care if you like me.
Oh, the notes there. He was going crazy with that one. Oh my god, the rasp in the notes.
Got six, give me a break. I don't really care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the piss, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet. Give me that. I don't really.
I thought we were finished. I was like, I thought there was a little bit more. Oh my god.
I've been trying to hold the piss, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet. Give me that. I don't care if you like me. I've been trying to hold the piss, it's a nightmare. If you're not getting my vibe, why should I care? Shut your trap and just be quiet, get the mic, yeah, mic, yeah. Just give the mic, yeah. Give the mic, yeah. You're a nightmare. Why should I care?
You dragged on for a little bit there. Sorry, everybody. I'm always a little bit nervous when it comes to pausing at the end because I'm like, I don't want to skip forward. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. Like I said, it had a very clear punk inspiration because of that. And again, like not just the instrumental, but also the lyrics of just being like, not necessarily, it's not the kind of normal diss or like the usual diss that we have now that's just insults. I mean, there was a lot of insulting things here too, but you know what I mean? Like just calling somebody straight up a nightmare and just like, why do you care about what I do? Especially if you don't like me, why do you care? And I could talk about this for a long time because I feel like every single time I find a theme or a part in a song that I feel like I relate to a lot, I start ranting and I talk about it for like a couple minutes and I'm like, dang, I really spent a long time there. But I think it's very, very true, though, that most of the time, the people who pay the most attention to you are the people that dislike you. You know what I mean? Because I had a while on YouTube here where I had a person who constantly would watch my videos and leave hateful comments for like a couple of months. You know what I mean? Like a couple of months in a row, the same person would watch my videos. Especially, I think they watched my SB19 video specifically. Yes, they did. And they would leave comments on, like, most videos, insulting my appearance, insulting the way that I spoke, stuff like that. And I always just wondered why they would take their time to sit and watch me when they apparently had so much problems with me. Because I think that's something that I've learned throughout my life, is that we tend to give the most attention that we have to the things that we hate, which is not really constructive at all. If you're not planning to try to fix those things, if you, don't want to like contribute to a way to actually make things better, then giving all of your attention to things that you dislike will just make you less happy too. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm enjoying my life. I deleted TikTok recently. I'm living my life. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling just like great in general. I've been meeting a lot of great people recently, stuff like that. And I think that translates to my videos too. Is that like I feel like I look better, just like not like necessarily my appearance, but like just my energy on screen. I feel like looks better. I really don't know, but that's at least how I felt. And I think that's just like when you start to actually find things that you like and be involved in that instead, your life becomes a lot better. So that's my tip to you guys. If you hate watching anything, find something you like instead and watch that, because that will contribute to a better mental health for you in the future. But anyway, that's enough of my rant there. We're gonna get into the next song. I really enjoyed that though. I thought it was really fun. So we're on to the next one. This is Butata. This one has a lot of views and a lot of listens too. I think it's his most streamed song right now on Spotify, which is kind of crazy. So we're going to see what this is like, because a lot of people seemingly like it. So we're going to find out. Maybe we have a Pression situation, which, like, that one was really good. I really like Pression. So maybe we kind of have a similar situation there. But I just say without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go. All right, lovelies, we're on to our next song in this listen. This is Butata. Again, like I said, has a lot of streams on Spotify. I think is the most viewed one from this album for sure, I think. So I am excited to hear it. It's very short, but it's alright. Hopefully still it has a lot of good qualities to it. But I just say without further ado, let's get into this. Let's go. Okay. Oh! I didn't realize. I thought it changed around, but no, that they added something else to that made it sound totally different. Okay. We're at the basketball court. Gotcha.
Na lang ang natitira at lamang kami mga idol. Hawak nila ang pero hindi nila alam lahat ng aking pinaplano. Kung crossover, biglang pinasa doon sa 3-pointer sa my corner. Ng mga MG na pumeke, dila it's over. Arbiter pag-release sabay sigaw agad wala. Butata!
Butata! Oh, that's really fun. So this is basically a basketball song. Gotcha. That's very fun. I'm sure it's probably a metaphor to something else, though, most likely. But I love the lyrics, though. It's very fun. I don't know much about basketball. I don't know really anything about sports. But the beat is keeping me interested.
Watashi wa star.
No! Oh my god. I keep forgetting that this album is like only 2 months old. Like less than that at this point. It's almost 2 months old. Watashi wa star. Oh my gosh. The Japanese. God, everybody. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. And not the whisper now. I love whenever he starts like he's a very big spitter. Like, he loves to be like, you know, like, he's very fast with it, you know? We all know that. But I love when he kind of, like, slows it down and becomes a little bit more like that whisper, mumble rap. Obviously, it's not really mumble, but, you know what I mean? Like, just adding a little bit of that element to it. I love whenever he does it, because he has the perfect voice for it, you know?
Charging number 14. Para turn over. Biglang tinawag ako ni Coach sa my corner. Silang got it's not over.
I love that he's just telling a story with this one. It's so fun. All right, I think we have a drop soon, so hold on. That was not a giggle. That was a cackle right there. What a body mole song. All the noises he's making. All the noises in the back. So charming. Oh my god. That was so fun. Yeah, we had a press on situation for sure. But I loved the theme, like the lyrical writing was really, really fun because I wasn't expecting this to be like a basketball song, you know what I mean? And like I said, this might be because it's supposed to be a metaphor or something else, or maybe I'll watch like the behind the scenes. You guys have said, by the way, that I should watch like the behind the scenes because you posted little clips about the songs. So I do want to watch that as well, so that'll probably be in episode 2. But I loved that he was like, or maybe he was like, either this is a metaphor or I just love basketball. Maybe that's something that he's going to say when I watch those behind the scenes, because I feel like it could be either or. But like I said, I don't really know much about sports, so it wasn't that relatable to me lyrical wise, but the beat, it was so like I said, it was so body roll material where you were just like listening to it and you're like, all right, okay, especially in the beginning there. Oof. Yeah, I really like the build up of the song and like the intensity of it. It felt like every single new beat that came on was another smack in the face. Like it was like another basketball hit me in the face, which has happened to me before, and that's not very pleasant if you guys have experienced it as well. I was never good at sports, but that was really, really fun. I enjoyed that. Definitely going to become one of my favorites of the album. We'll see what other kind of songs we have though, but I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I just say we're on to our next song, which is Puyat. Again, with all of these songs, I don't know. This one, it was like swatted or something like that. You know, like when you, I can't remember exactly what it was, but something like that was this. But we're going to see what this song is about. And that is the last song for part 1. And then we're going to move on to part 2 after that. So just letting you know it. But yeah, I just say without further ado, let's go into our last song for part 1. Let's go. All right, lovelies, we're on to our next song and our last song for part 1. This is Puyat. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's go. Oh, okay. Okay, very different vibe once more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're tired. It sounds so fun and light, but then like reading the lyrics, he's just talking about how tired he is. Like, I love when you do that, don't get me wrong. Like, I love whenever, especially because of the fact that like with a lot of music that I listen to, there is like a language barrier, so I can't immediately understand what they say. So like if I listen to this in the future, if it comes up on my playlist and I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is a fun song, I wonder what it was about again. And then I read the lyrics and I'm like, oh, it's about being tired and being like borderline insomnia, perhaps. Like, you know? Anyway. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the line delivery here is lovely for the chorus. Also, this lyric video is very beautiful. I just love looking at like the sunset. It is always gorgeous. This one. Woo! Tired. It's tired. That's kind of just how it is, man. Dancing to it, but he's like, it's not really that sad, but it's just like relatable, I'm sure, to a lot of people. Now, I'm blessed with having like not too many sleep issues. Like, I think because my body just loves to have a schedule. Like, I have the same schedule practically every day. My body loves that, and it like helps me a lot. So like for me, it's just very natural to be like, okay, at this time I go to bed, and that's just like when my body kind of slows down. But I know for a lot of people, especially with like how crazy technological society is these days, and like how much we have become like into our phones, so to say, it's really difficult for a lot of people to sleep. And I understand. Not just like, again, it can also be from the side of like, I want to get as much work done as I can. I want to be able to work and then at the end of the month feel like I did a good job. You know what I mean? So like it's also that of like anxiety about that capitalism. Anyway, continue. I do, it's kind of floaty in a way. Ooh.
Wala namang nanalo ng damit ay di man lang na dungisa. Yeah.
Woo.
Tatayunin lahat ng balakid sa aking kaisipan. Kahit mga matay malalang ilang puyat.
Bam, bam. Whoa. Woo. Wow. That was powerful and beautiful. There was so much energy involved in that. Even though he was singing about being tired, there's so much energy involved. And I think that even though there were some parts of it that was kind of like a little more sadder, I wouldn't call this a sad song. You know what I mean? Like the lyrics sometimes in this song are a little bit depressing, but it's clear that like even though he says he's tired and he's like he feels bad about worrying every month, like where he is, I'm sure it's financial, and also like, you know, like just the innate need for us humans to work hard. I think that was definitely present in some of the song, but also it's kind of motivational in a way. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of you guys feel motivation from this song, because it's like, even though I'm tired, I will continue on to like show up and like be present and not disappear. You know what I mean? Because I think it has a lot of a lot of people's first instinct. But like if you are really tired, just like not even like physically, but also just mentally, I guess, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to do stuff, and I'm sure that like stuff like this motivates you, but also just the human will to be successful is also very powerful there. But I liked it. I thought it was very nice and very danceable, even though it was like not necessarily the most happiest song, like I said, but there's definitely a lot of hope and positivity involved in it, I think, in its own way. But yeah, that was really enjoyable too. Yeah, we got the more happy stuff in this one, which is kind of interesting because in for Alone, there was like the cover of it was white. And like, you know what I mean? But I think it makes sense because Alone was the one with all the more depressing stuff and all of the more like just why am I here? Why am I doing this? Like that kind of thing. And then we flipped it. The cover is still like dark. The cover is dark. The cover is black for this one. But because we flipped it, we have sort of the opposite, which is like motivational, happier, more like dissy stuff, you know what I mean? More high energy, I should say. But I appreciate that, like I said, because in the last one, it was just me being like, aw. And in this one, I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it. But anyway, though, that was all for part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next one, we're going to be getting into the rest of the songs, the last 3 songs. I don't remember all the titles at the moment, but we're going to be getting into those 3 in the next one. So please click up there to go to it directly. I will have it in the recommended videos. Also, it'll be down in the description, and also I'll be uploading it at the same time, so I'm sure it's going to be recommended to you anyway. So if you want to continue, please go on to part 2, and I'm going to jump right over there right after this, but I'm going to leave you here, and I hope you check out the next video. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. So yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel or going over to my Patreon, checking me out over there. It will help me greatly. You can also like this video, and if you have any request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. For the past then, and I'll see you guys in the next part, or whenever I see you next. So yeah, bye bye.